Good morning, guys. How are we all doing? So Dan from Trading with Dan here. This is our Bitcoin morning update. So if you guys wouldn't mind smashing that like button, and we shall go straight over to those Bitcoin charts. Yes, Bitcoin on the 4 hour. You can see we are still stuck firmly within this range here, this 52 53k range to 57 58k the top side. We had a little bit of a foray down into the low 53s actually. So yeah, low 53s. Could you call that a front run of this support level? Yeah, you could potentially. We did get them back above the midpoint, nicely above 55 actually, trading obviously around 56 now. So that is not looking too bad. So I mean, the next big question is now we do look like we can potentially get a move up to about into the 57Ks, which is only another $1,000 higher, and then we will see how we interact with that. You would assume we're going to get a rejection from there, and then it would depend on. Is it just a short, smaller time frame rejection, and we just basically break through, or do we spend some time consolidating, or do we sell back off from there? I mean, just from that pure, you know how I like to talk about that pure aestheticness. If we basically tap this, come back down, back test around the 55k, and then move back up, that would look good. That would look good for basically a break above. For a high conviction trade once we close back above 58, for then a continuation up to 62 again, and then obviously decide what we do there. But yeah, all in all though, Bitcoin looking like is very rangy now, not looking particularly like we're going to blast through 62k anytime soon, not looking particularly like we're going to blast under 52k anytime soon. So is probably a sideways environment within obviously our predefined ranges, which then may be good for altcoins. So maybe we are going to experience a bit of sideways in Bitcoin, potentially enter a period like we did here, and then eventually move on our way up. Maybe let's call it maybe another week or so. So maybe a week we'll spend trading between 52 and 52 and 62 basically. We could get back above here trading this range as well and drop back down. So that would be my guess. We'll have a look at stochastics. We'll actually look at stochastics now, see what they're saying about the price action right now. But yeah, you can see 4 hour came pretty deep, but looking to turn back up now. 10 hour also coming down pretty deep. So 10 hour and 12 hour and daily are all going to have momentum to the downside. And let's look at 2 days as well. 2 days still pointing up, but yeah, so those 12 daily and 10, 12 and daily are looking like they are going to weigh on price at least, but obviously in the short term we can get a pump up. So yeah, do we get that pump up to about 57, maybe 58k, and then those higher time frames just pin us down? It can obviously be a bullish reset of those 10, 12 and daily stokes, where we just kind of hold around this 55k, between 55 and 58, whilst they reset, and then eventually turn back up and blast us up. Or are we going to get a rejection and then come back down, take out this low, take out this low, and then continue on down? It does seem like a lot of the levels, more important levels, are often getting front ran. Yeah, I mean, this one got front ran down here. And yeah, this one's got front ran just here. So it is kind of looking like, and then obviously other tests of levels got bought up pretty quickly and pretty strongly. So that is inherently bullish. Obviously, we know the overall trend is bullish. We know people are interested in buying. So yeah, maybe this was a test of this level, just like this was. I mean, you'll note we basically didn't take out the low of this, the low of this low here. We didn't take out this level here. So yeah, Bitcoin is looking good. Remember, all those market buyers on Coinbase are going to be coming in with their their stimulus checks. But this kind of like what the buy the rumor, sell the fact thing. I think they will be buying. I think the people that have been buying previously will be selling into that, and then yeah, we could just have a relative equilibrium. And just trade basically sideways. So Ethereum, Bitcoin, speaking of alts, still looking dire here, but it's good to see it's made its way off the lows. If we actually extend this horizontal here, you can see we are attempting to get above this. I mean, this also does extend all the way back to here as well. You can see it's an important level, but yeah, we're looking to get back above here. Yeah. I mean, this 4 hour looks like if we do make progress, looks like we could run into this level, and then on a 4 hour 9, if we do get some more nice movement in Ethereum, Bitcoin, and then yeah, we could get a potential rejection there, back test this horizontal, and then look to try and make a move higher. Yeah, I did say before, this is what I'm hoping we are seeing. This move here, obviously, looking very, very bearish, looking very dire, looking not very good. Low, an attempted rally, came back down, and then the big move up. This is what basically I'm just basically hoping for, really. There's not much other way of putting it. I mean, you can see this obviously on this overall bullish move. This is a nice retrace. It is at this important level here. We are currently under this important level here. So get back above here. Yeah, get back above here for the second time, we would potentially see acceleration to the upside, and then yeah, I mean, it could just look very much like this. I mean, it could look very much like this move up here, and then basically a consolidation somewhere around in this zone, and then yeah, then a continuation upwards, and then we could literally have some very good Ethereum price action. I mean, we do know what's going on. I guess it would be difficult for us to until we have clarity on the mining and upgrade situation, really see a potential catapult in Ethereum. But you never know. You do never know. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you never know. So dollar index, how is that looking? Having still holding up there. I mean, this is looking like basically an ascending wedge. So this does look like it wants to basically come down. It just didn't want to come down in a straight line. A bit of a bounce, a bit of a retrace, and I would expect this to roll over. This will go, in my mind, fully medium-term bearish once we take out this low, basically 91.3. Yeah, that will probably see downside from there. Ethereum USD. Let's have a look at that. That pointless pairing. It's not pointless, but let's have a look at that pairing. So yeah, you can see we're back in this zone. So yeah, realistically, we were talking about this 1850 level. Get back above 1850. I think we could basically see some nice upside. Bitcoin dominance as a whole, as useless as this potentially is, obviously had this move up and then this move back down. There you go. This was a move up, obviously, with Bitcoin threatening. Well, Bitcoin did make new all-time highs. Who was to say where it was going to stop? I mean, 62k was our first level, which it did hit and then stopped there. But yeah, if that had gone catapulting onwards and upwards another like 8k, then yeah, I mean, obviously this would have got wrecked. Alts would have got wrecked more, so people were obviously getting out of alts in anticipation of potential higher action. But now Bitcoin is quite far away from 62k. Obviously, people are expecting like it to break above there and continue crazily to the upside, so they are feeling more comfortable getting back into their altcoins. So that is what is happening there. Quick look at stocks. I mean, they're just looking great, aren't they? Stocks number only go up. I guess just like Bitcoin, I guess, apart from Bitcoin number go up quicker. Tesla, not looked at Tesla for a bit. As you can see, was not looking good once we broke this horizontal. We have basically come back and back tested it, currently above it, on a 4 and 9 though. So do we get a bit of a rejection here? Do we potentially come back down, maybe even test this trend line and then bounce back up? Yeah, maybe, but as you can see here, we have broken this broad ascending wedge. I mean, Yeah, I mean stocks basically, like I've said, we can have a bear market in stocks whilst the nominal value goes up, like we did in the basically the 70s. So yeah, that is what I am looking at longer term, medium term, longer term, this year, years going forward. Is basically people thinking they're doing all right in stocks, but really not compared to inflation. But yeah, so whilst tech stocks and Tesla in particular may not be the greatest bet. You do wonder if they hadn't bought all this Bitcoin where Tesla would be right now if they didn't have that aspect to it. But hey, anyway, yeah. Oil basically. Just look at it. Just look at it. Just look at it. This is just look at it basically. What a move basically. What a move. Look at it. Absolute just just basically just a massive inflation to all input costs for basically everything is what you see right there. So yes, let's have a look at the Nasdaq as a whole. Yeah, Nasdaq as a whole, as you can see. Oh, we can straighten these lines now. We know our little trick. There we go. Oh no, not that one. Let's get rid of that. Oh no, not that either. Let's get that back. So yeah, extend and shift. That'll straighten that up. Extend, shift. There we go. But yeah, we basically back into this range here. Yeah, nicely supported by this level that we basically said was a an important level for the Nasdaq at the time. Yeah, nicely supported, and I mean you'd be hard pressed really to bet against this going on to all-time highs. It's just relative to inflation. What are those highs going to be? 10-year still up there. Still up there. Obviously sold off on that 4-hour 9, but yeah, still up there. Again, this is it basically. This is the trouble zone for the Fed. I mean, realistically, they want us back under here. But if we start to get back up to there, they're going to start to really wonder about what they're going to have to do. So yeah. But at the moment they're just going to be just keeping a close eye on this. But yeah, it's not looking like it's necessarily going to stop going up, but we could just trade sideways in here, sideways potentially within this range with the Fed basically holding their breath up here and then basically willing it to break down from here, but probably going to trade sideways for a bit. I would have thought it has made a pretty big move. As you can see, but I think the market may anticipate obviously what the Fed may do once we get to what if we do start to push near $2 to make this last bit of a push up a bit more difficult. But obviously that should be reflected in weakness in the dollar and the DXY. So that may be why we do now see the price action coming down. Well, yeah, basically the dollar coming down. Yeah. Basically, dollar potentially coming down. So, yeah, that is it. We did already look at the stochastics. Yeah, like I said in Bitcoin, yeah, potentially targeting this 57k level as a back test, and then we can see do we just break straight through, or do we come back back test this 55k and then bounce and break through, which would look very good. Or do we test it? Well, we could not even get up there, but I suspect we would. But yeah, can we not? Do we get up there, come back down, lose this level, lose this low, and then potentially get slammed through this 52k level? At which point we are looking at well, the middle of the next range is 49.5, and then obviously the lower end is 46. So we shall all find out together, won't we? Basically. But yeah, mainly the main read for this though is that we are potentially going to trade within the range, obviously wherever that range will be. But I mean, I suspect just a wider range, we can just call it 52 to 62. So 10k range sideways. Well, hopefully alt sorting their life out, hopefully particularly Ethereum sorting his life out. I mean, once we do get clarity and it is potentially positive, then yeah, I mean, this could pretty much skyrocket. So yeah, fingers crossed on that. So yeah, that is it, guys. Remember, this is not a financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Always do your own research, and I shall speak to you guys later.